Hi my dear students, welcome to my biology class. Today we are going to learn about the structure and function of human female reproductive system. The reproductive phase of human female is comparatively shorter than that of the male. The formation of ova take place during the embryonic stage in the fetus. That means in the female child. The immature ova are formed at the embryonic stage. After the birth, no more ova are added in the fetal ovary. The complete maturation of these ova, that means these immature ova, take place by the onset of puberty in human female. Onset of puberty means it's a time period at which the reproductive organs begins to mature and start to produce the gametes. That is puberty. That is around 10 to 12 years in human female. The actual reproductive phase in human female begins by the onset of puberty. It is marked by the first menstrual cycle. It is called menarche. The first menstrual cycle in human female is called menarche and it continues till the age of 45 to 50. Then the female reached at a menopause stage. It is the stoppage of menstrual cycle. Okay, the period between menarche and menopause is the reproductive period of human female. So, it is obviously shorter than that of the human male's reproductive phase. First of all, let's study the structure of human female reproductive system. Then, let's familiarize with the parts of human female reproductive system. The human female reproductive system consists of a pair of ovaries, second one accessory ducts, then accessory glands, and external genitalia. Okay, first of all, a pair of ovaries. Look at the diagram here. Here you can see the diagrammatic representation of human female reproductive system. A pair of ovaries, right and left ovaries, are located in the lower part of the abdomen, that is in the pelvic region of the human female. So that is the primary sex organ in females. The ovaries are also known as gonads. Okay, this is the right ovary and that one is the left ovary. The next major part is accessory ducts. Accessory ducts means these are the tubular or the transportation part of the female gamete. That's why it is known as accessory ducts. The accessory ducts consist of oviduct or fallopian tube. This is the oviduct or fallopian tube. Next one, the uterus, the largest part of the human female reproductive system. Next one, cervix. Then last one, vagina. Okay, these are the parts of accessory ducts. The next category is accessory glands. Accessory glands are supporting glands. There are mainly two types of supporting glands. Those are Bartholin's glands and mammary gland. Okay, the next part is external genitalia. External genitalia is the copulatory organ in human female. It has the following part. The first one, mons pubis, then labia majora, then third one, labia minora, Fourth, clitoris. Fifth one, hymen. Okay, these are the main parts and its related parts of the human female reproductive system. First of all, let's understand about ovary. Ovaries are the primary sex organs in human female. Primary sex organ. These are also known as gonads. Gonads. Okay, these ovaries are paired in structure. That means there are right and left ovary. Those are located in the lower abdomen in the pelvic cavity in human female. Those ovaries are attached to the body wall by ligaments. Each ovary is almond shaped. It is greyish pink in appearance. It has mainly three parts. Those are the outer germinal epithelium, okay, second one cortex and medulla. These are the three main parts of the ovary. The outer germinal epithelium consists of oogonia, the mother germ cells. Oogonia or mother germ cells. These oogonia undergo meiosis and finally form as the ovum or ova. Okay, the cortex and medulla of the ovary. So this is the outermost layer, the cortex and the medulla. The cortex and medulla together termed as stroma. Stroma of the ovary. The cortex consists of ovarian follicles. Ovarian follicles. While the medulla consists of blood vessels and nerves. Did you get the structure of human ovary? The length of human ovary is 2 to 4 centimeter. 2 to 4 centimeter. The width is about 1 to 5 centimeter. The thickness is about 1 centimeter. This is approximate that value, the approximate size of the ovary. Just before I have told you that the formation of ova takes place during the embryonic stage in the female child. That means immature oogonia are developed over there. A fetal ovary consists of about 2 million immature oogonia. Fetal ovary has 2 million. Immature what? Oogonia. Oogonia are the mother germ cells. These cells undergo the meiotic division 1, meiosis 1, and enter into the first phase, prophase 1. Prophase 1. Thereafter, this stage is temporarily arrested over there. That means the meiotic 1 is temporarily arrested. So, the structure of oogonium will be like the primary oocyte. Primary oocyte with one layer of granulosa cells around it. Granulosa cells around it. This particular structure is called primary follicles. Okay, these primary follicles are found in the ovary of the female child after the birth. These are the immature ova that are found in the ovary of the female child. No more oogonia added after the birth of the female child. The maturation of these primary follicles take place, that means restarts at the onset of puberty in human female. That means each primary follicle begins to mature, then the menstrual cycle begins. So the actual reproductive phase of human female begins. Next part is oviduct or fallopian tube. Okay, there is a pair of fallopian tubes or oviducts in the human female reproductive system. Here you can see the right one and the left one. Then it is about 10 to 12 centimeter in length. 10 to 12 centimeter length. Internally, it has the ciliated cells and the secretory cells. Ciliated cells and secretory cells. Okay, the oviduct has mainly 4 parts. Those are the first infundibulum, the second one ampulla, third one isthmus, and fourth one uterine. These are the 4 parts of the oviduct. Then look at the diagram. The first part is a funnel shaped part that is called infundibulum. Okay, the first one is the infundibulum. This infundibulum consists of finger-like projections. Those finger-like projections are known as fimbriae. Okay, fimbriae. Fimbriae has a specific role. It receives the ovum after ovulation. The infundibulum also consists of a pore which receives the ovum after the ovulation with the help of this fimbriae. Then the infundibulum goes to the next wide or dilated part of the oviduct, that is called ampulla. This is the ampulla region. Okay. This ampulla region leads to the narrow region of the oviduct, that is called isthmus. Okay, the last part of the fallopian tube is called uterine. Okay, these are the 4 parts of the fallopian tube. The funnel shaped infundibulum with the fimbriae, then wide or dilated ampulla, the narrow isthmus, and the last uterine. This part just enters into the uterus, the next part of the accessory ducts. Fertilization takes place at the ampulla isthmic junction. Okay, the next part of the accessory duct is uterus. Uterus is also known as womb. It is an inverted, pear-shaped, elastic bag-like structure which is specialized for anchoring and nourishing the developing fetus inside it. The uterus has mainly 3 parts. Those are the fundus region. This is the fundus region of the uterus. The next part is the body. This is the body of the uterus, and the third part is the cervix. Cervix opens outside through the vagina. Okay, the uterus is made up of 3 layers of tissues. Those are outer membranous perimetrium. Okay, so the outer membranous perimetrium. Okay, it's protective in nature. Second one, the middle muscular myometrium. Middle muscular myometrium. Okay, this is myometrium. Okay, which is made up of smooth muscles. Got it? The inner glandular endometrium. The third layer is glandular endometrium. Okay, this is the endometrium. So, the 3 layers are the outer perimetrium, the middle myometrium, and the innermost endometrium. The outer perimetrium is membranous, which is protective in nature. The middle myometrium is muscular in nature, as it consists of smooth muscles that shows vigorous contraction during the parturition or the delivery of the baby. And the inner glandular endometrium that undergoes cyclical changes during the menstrual cycle in human female. Then you look at the diagram here. The cervix is opened outside through the vagina. Vagina is known as the copulatory organ of the female, and there is a canal inside the cervical region that is called the cervical canal. And there is another canal, vaginal canal, that together form as birth canal. Both the cervical canal and vaginal canal together termed as birth canal. The next major part is external genitalia. External genitalia. The first part is mons pubis. It is a fatty cushion which is covered by skin and pubic hair. Actually, it is the protective layer of the external genitalia. The next part is labia majora. Labia majora. The labia majora are fleshy folds which extends down from the mons pubis and surround the vaginal opening. The next part is labia minora. These are paired folds of tissue that are found just under the labia majora. Okay, the next part is hymen. It's a membranous covering which partially covers the vaginal opening. The next part is clitoris. It is a tiny finger-like projection that is just located at the junction of two labia minora and also located above the urethral opening. Then human females have a separate genital opening, okay, that leads to the vagina, then to the cervix. In past life, people believed that the presence of hymen is the reliable indicator of virginity. But it is scientifically proved that it is not the reliable indicator of virginity in human female, because it may be torn by the physical exercise. When a female does physical exercise like cycling, swimming, it may be torn. Actually, it is torn during the first sexual intercourse, but it will be broken at the time of physical exercise. So it is not a reliable indicator of virginity in human female. The next part of the human female reproductive system is the accessory glands. The first one is Bartholin's gland. The Bartholin glands are homologous to the Cowper's gland or the bulbourethral glands of human male. We have learned about human male reproductive system. The bulbourethral gland secretes certain fluid which lubricates the penis during the sexual intercourse. Similarly, Bartholin glands also secrete certain kind of fluid which lubricates the vaginal area, and also it neutralizes the acidity in the urinary system. Next major supporting gland is the mammary gland. Mammary glands are the actual supporting glands of human female reproductive system. They are mainly involved in ovulation, fertilization, implantation of the fetus and nourishing the fetus, and carrying the child after the birth, that is by lactation, feeding the child. All these are provided by the mammary gland. So it can be considered as one of the supporting glands of the human female reproductive system. The presence of mammary gland is the indication or the characteristic feature of all mammals, including human females. In human females, the mammary glands are known as breast. Then let's study the structure of mammary gland in detail. Each mammary gland consists of variable amount of fat and glandular tissue. Suppose this is a mammary gland. It consists of fat and variable amount of fat and glandular tissue. It has about 15 to 20 mammary lobes. Suppose these are the lobes of mammary glands. So here I have drawn 1, 2, 3, 4 lobes. Like this, there are 15 to 20 what? Mammary lobes. Okay, let's consider one mammary lobes. Okay, then each mammary lobe has numerous milk producing cells called alveoli. These are called alveoli. These are the milk secreting cells. The milk is secreted and stored in the lumen of the alveolar cells. And the alveolar cell is opened to the mammary tubule. These small tubules are called what? Mammary tubules. Okay, then all mammary tubules opened into mammary duct. Then mammary duct. Then it is opened as a wide portion called mammary ampulla. Mammary ampulla. Then it is opened outside as lactiferous duct. Lactiferous duct, through which the milk is sucked out by the child. Okay, so each mammary lobe consists of numerous alveoli. These alveoli opened into the mammary duct through minute tubules called mammary tubules. These mammary duct join or opened into the next part, that is mammary ampulla. The mammary ampulla is opened into the lactiferous duct. Then it is opened outside through a minute opening. This is the structure of the mammary gland. Today we have learned about the structure and function of human female reproductive system in detail. Then I hope you understood the portion well. With this I conclude my session. Then thank you and have nice moments.